I just went on tour.
Andre sits down. Man on the mountain.
Hello, my name is Willie J, and this is the glory days of pro wrestling. In this series of classic matches, I want to go back to the era of pro wrestling that made me an avid fan. I'm talking about the 70s and the early 80s. Only here will you see such classic wrestlers as Johnny Valentine, Harley Race, Bobo Brazil, Chief Wild McDaniels, and others. Buckle your seatbelt, relax, and get ready to watch another card of exciting classic glory days.
Closing moments. This is the first time that this portion of the program has been aired, because this went off after the program time limit had expired. And it is Barry Windam, bloodied but unbowed at this particular point in time, before a standing room only crowd at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach. And you see Windam from Sweetwater, Texas, using that right hand to great advantage as the big cowboy from Pampas, Texas, down on the mat. Windam now pounding away once again. At this point, Buddy, of course, they'd thrown away the rule book.
That's right. This is well into the match. Both men are exhausted. They are tired. They have been going for a long time here. They have completely forgotten about wrestling. Right now, they are just out to win this match at any and all cost. And Barry's brother, Kendall, had this title previous to Ron Bass having it. And Barry is really out to get that title now. He really sincerely wants that Florida title, and he is doing everything that he can. Ron Bass right now down on his back, not a lot of energy left, but like I said before, well into the match, both men are tired, exhausted, use up a lot of energy under those hot lights, and right now there's a big lariat across the upper chest and throat of Ron Bass, and this looks like this could be the end of it.
Barry Windam moving in now and trying to get that pinball scored, and notice grab this particular match. It had been a thrilling night of wrestling competition all the way down the line. Windam uncorks a right hand. Windam sizes his man up, measures from the backyard, and they exchange punches to the jaw. And again, both men are staggered backwards. And it appears that it is Windam indeed who is pressing the advantage here for that Florida Heavyweight Championship. Bass holding on as best he can. Bass drops to the canvas. It is Bass and Windam colliding in the center of the ring. And both men have expended tremendous amounts of energy ahead of the cowboy Ron Bass. And now both men slugging it out from a kneeling position. The intensity hits an all-time high.
You know, these men are just really battling on pure instinct and instinct alone right now. You can't even really be cognizant of what's happening. Just that raw determination that both of these men possess just makes them keep going on, knowing there is a lot at stake here. The Florida title is a very prestigious title. A lot of prestige goes with that, along with the money that the champion makes from defending that title. And right now it's like Barry is on his feet, Ron Bass down. Barry has a very slight advantage here, but Barry Windam is also doggedly tired. Well, he didn't have enough energy to body slam Ron there, and consequently he fell back with Ron on top of him. But still, the battle continues and rages on, and these men are just, I don't know what keeps them going at this time.
Cowboy Ron Bass drops to his knees once again after being taken by another hard right hand. The Florida title is indeed prestigious. It is.
Something else that people have asked me to ask you is, how come you left so abruptly? It was, we're talking like early, mid 1986, leaving the WWF.
We've been asking George Scott for a day off because we need to go home. We just need to go home and take care of some business. And like 3, 4, 5 TVs in a row, you know, he said, next week, ask me. Well, after we worked 90 days straight on the road, it was 96, I think. And we were at Baltimore, Maryland, and it just blew up. Mike went home, and then I followed him home, and he came back, and I stayed home.
So it was actually Mike who went home first then?
Yeah.
So was it just... I mean, 96 days on the road is impossible to deal with for almost anyone, I'm sure.
Well, the way we traveled, too, from coast to coast each day, you know, it would be Seattle at night, and then Miami the next day. There weren't clumping them. They were all zigzag, so it was really tough travel.
Yeah.
Thought by many to be the forerunner to the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Ric Flair. And, of course, remember the Briscoe, who had the Florida title, went on to become one of the great NWA World Champions. Barry Windam obviously would like to follow in those footsteps if he can. And it's Windam now, utilizing a knee into the upper thigh muscles of Cowboy Ron Bass. And you can see here that Windam is pulling out all stops, a snapmare back into the ring. Windam now is a bit more the aggressor, and it is Bass who seems the worse for wear here as Windam back on his feet, but he comes right back for more action. And now look at Bass turning the tables, and Windam now is in trouble. Florida champion, beginning to exert, and of course he's a tremendously powerful man, 280 pounds out of Memphis, Texas. There's a lot of animosity between Cowboy Ron Bass, and there again you see him doing something with that elbow guard, and Windam catches him coming in. Windam brings him up, tries to set it, and a beautiful move by Bass as he counters him. And look at the automatic counter move by Barry Windam as he catches him in that reverse, gets the three count, and wins the Florida Heavyweight Championship. Windam has agreed to a 30-day rematch clause, however, so Windam will have to defend against Cowboy Ron Bass within 30 days. But for right now, Battle of the Belts 3, it was indeed Barry Windam winning the Florida Heavyweight Championship. We'll be right back. Any inner conflicts, I do know that. I would also like to say that if it were not for Roddy Piper here last week, there's a good possibility I wouldn't be here this week. Let's take a look at what happened last week.
I've been associated with you. I never heard you tell anybody. I was the first one to reverse the figure four ever. I haven't wrestled NWA World Champion since 1950. Yeah, you never get on Piper's case. You never done nothing about Piper. All you ever want to do is get out of here. You never done. All you ever say is Tommy Rich. I hear about Dusty Rhodes. I hear about Roddy Piper. What a fine athletic background he's got. I hear, take a walk, will you? Everything else. I said, you know something? You know something? Hey, you...
Oh, now, Chester.
A question, though, something that's on the minds of everybody. I don't know if you know about it or not, but last week I've had literally, I think everybody in this room, and I've had thousands of letters, people want to know, what is Roddy Piper? What makes Roddy Piper tick? And one of the things that has, one of the things that has me particularly mystified is something that happened a couple of weeks ago in the Omni between you and Muraco.
That was a good one, too, huh? Yeah, I like that one, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I like that,
I'll tell you what.
yeah.
Do you mind? I've got the videotape of that. I'd like to show it to the people once again, but I'd like to get your side. I'd like to find out what was on your mind when you walked into the ring, okay?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you exactly. I always tell you what's on my mind. Are you kidding me? Have you ever known me to keep my mouth shut?
No, I'll have to. All right.
You see, first of all, I never tried to sucker Muraco at all, but I know all about Muraco. I gave him face-to-face right there, gave him a chance to find out I was in the ring, but what he didn't know was this. You see, I knew Muraco was going to try to sucker me. Oh, all of a sudden he got beat there. Oh, what a shame, huh? Was it because you were looking at me? So now he's going to be a big man, right? Shove everybody out of the ring and come on to Roddy Piper. But notice the approach that he takes. You see, I know Muraco. I know what you're doing, Muraco. You notice he's looking at me, and you know what he's saying to me now? He says, hey, Piper. He says, what's wrong? Be a friend. Now, notice in my right hand. See what? He's looking around. He says, I never gave him a chance, never took a cheap shot at him, never said nothing. He says, Piper, be my friend, right? What does he do? He turns to me and says, aren't you a nice guy? I'm a nice guy. What does he do? Oh, you idiot! I had a roll of quarters. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, you see him flying? I'm talking about 10 pounds worth of quarters. I'm talking about, it ain't the first time that I was born and lived on the street. I know what it's like, you see? So, Mr. Muraco, simply put on the jacket because I have no more business. But do you think in front of 25 million people at home that you're going to backhand me down here and take after a gentleman like this, that I'm just going to lay down there and go "Arr, arr, arr," like a little puppy dog? Well, you are wrong, Jack. I ain't that kind of man. I'm my own man. I do what I want to. I don't agree with what everybody and how you do
Why
it.
don't you shut up for 5 seconds? You're so good at explaining. You're so good at talking. Why don't you just say a couple little... Huh?
Keep costing me money every time I'm out here.
It's going to cost you a lot more money, Piper. I'm telling you this. You go out here and you explain to everybody. You tell everybody how this happened and that happened. I love it. Fairy Tales by Roddy Piper. Now all I want from you is an apology. And I waited long enough. Long enough, Piper. I want the apology, and I want it now.
Okay, it's very, very simple. I'm going to tell you really nice. I'm going to tell you like a gentleman because I know you're a very strong man. You're strong as an ox, and you're almost as smart. I am not apologizing to you.
We'll be back. We'll be right back.
Jerry Blackwell teamed with Boom Boom Bundy to battle the Road Warriors for the Tag Team Championship. This one was a war.
But they give away. Can you imagine with that kind of weight going for you and still giving away 420 pounds? The animal chats for the Hawk over across the way. And of course their manager, Precious Paul Ellering. You see him there in your screen, in your picture. And now Bundy does a bit of pushing of his own. And the animal tries to bowl over Bundy, tries again. And now Bundy bangs the animal. Bangs him again, and down he goes. Boom, boom, Bundy. Able to maintain his cool and calm in this ring, in this match. And that has not been the case for the Road Warriors. In comes Jerry Blackwell. Look at that elbow to the face of the Hawk, who rolls out and to the floor outside of the ring, saying the strongest can do something like that. And you saw 472 pounds of Jerry Blackwell show you that he is among the best, among the strongest, among the best condition. And now it is the Hawk trying to pick him up and body slam him to no avail. Hook up again. Jim Mitchell telling the Hawk to get back in the corner. Now he picks up Blackwell, but he pays the price. Blackwell comes down on top of him. And indeed, the animal may have hurt his back. He quickly tags in the Hawk. He indeed, give him credit, the animal did indeed pick up Jerry Blackwell, but could not body slam him. Instead, bang, he goes down on his back as seemingly he ran out of strength at a very, very crucial moment when he was indeed stunned, who is indeed in trouble, takes a headbutt. The tag team champions of the world taking a tremendous amount of punishment. The splash here by Blackwell. He turns his man over. A count of 1. It may have been 2. In any event, it did not get to 3. Blackwell again on the Hawk. Boom, boom, Bundy has been tagged in. Oh, the Hawk and the animal taking tremendous punishment so far in this match. Look at the elbow to the face. And now the elbow smash from 503-pound Boom, boom, Bundy. However, it was the Hawk who made Bundy pay the price, and now he leaps at him from the second rope and fires a right hand to the head and a boot to the midsection. As suddenly Boom Boom Bundy is stunned and hurt. The Hawk trying to follow up, rips a hard forearm. Judo, forearm smash to the back, right hand to the face of Boom Boom Bundy. Headlock. Bad way. Across the ring he goes, comes slingshotting back, and he takes a knee to the midsection from the Hawk, and a right hand from the Hawk. Blackwell, how he is standing on his feet, I don't know, but he still is. He is taking the punishment of the Hawk, and he is fighting back. A tremendous right hand from Blackwell. Where he got the strength from, I don't know. Shoulder block, a tackle takes Blackwell to the corner, and suddenly the animal is tagged in. The Animal, will he try to body slam him again? He is picking him up. He does body slam, 472 pounds. The Animal picks him up and has a flying body slam of his own on Blackwell. Count of 1 and 2. Oh, so close to being 3, but it wasn't there.
Every so often, something new comes along that just changes the way things are. In 1983, two young men would change the face of professional tag team wrestling forever. Joe Laurinaitis and Mike Hegstrand became Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors. Along with Precious Paul Ellering, they became the Legion of Doom.
You scratch like a girl, but that's okay. We slap girls too. The Warriors are always the first ones to put their name on the line, to whistle, or beat the crap out of somebody. That's what we do best, ain't it, Hawk? Oh, it's easy. We like to beat people up.
Be ready to wrestle, fight, claw, and everything you can do when you're in there with these guys. I'm going to tell you right now.
Give me that microphone. You were given a nose to breathe through so you could keep your mouth shut.
Because they've come here for one reason, and that's to win, and they don't care.
As the Road Warriors and the Legion of Doom accept our rightful places on top of the wrestling world. And you people all know one thing. That there's two kinds of people on earth. There's weasels, and there's weasel slappers. And we're weasel slappers, and you're weasels. 275 pounds, 290 pounds, and a brain. It's Road Warriors 85, 86, Road Warriors forever. Your guard down, I'm gonna break your little weasel necks.
Morton, Georgia, and he just won't go. Look at that. Blackwell firing away. Blackwell refuses to say die. And somewhere he finds the strength to come back. He takes a double hammer to the head. He is still on his feet. Again, the Hawk to the second rope. Again, the Hawk with the elbow smashed to the top of the head. It doesn't seem to faze Blackwell. He seems to just shake it off. Again, it is the Hawk. Again from the second rope, and Blackwell lips him with a crushing right hand to the solar plexus. This may be as he bangs him with a knee, and Boom Boom Bundy comes in, and he is ripping both the Hawk and the Animal with right hands, and suddenly it is a four-man free-for-all inside that ring, and how much longer Jim Mitchell is going to let this go on, I don't know. But they're all four, one-on-one. It's Blackwell and the Animal. It's Boom Boom Bundy and the Hawk. And now it is the rush from across the ring by both Bundy and Blackwell on the Road Warriors. Paul Ellering is suddenly getting up on the apron, wanting to get in. Here's a cover on Boom Boom Bundy, and a count of three. A count of three. The Hawk has pinned Boom Boom Bundy. Jim Mitchell counted three. Both Bundy and Blackwell cannot believe what has happened, and quickly the Legion of Doom, the Animal and the Hawk and their manager, Precious Paul Ellering, beat a quick retreat.
Superfly Snuka. His opponent this evening from Princeton, Minnesota, 239 pounds, the heavyweight champion, Bob Backlund.
We're going to have an interview with Bob Backlund that was taped last month during the brief intermission. It'll only be 10 minutes. And you have an interview.
Contact made. Snuka trying to back Backlund into that ring corner on the other side. Backlund with the arm in the bind right now. I'll tell you, Backlund's so strong. He demonstrated a chicken wing to me last time in the dressing room. And I'm telling you, he was being gentle. And I felt it, man.
Chipping
Albano on his... All right, side headlock and a smash with the jaw by Snuka on Backlund. There's
Albano trip Backlund.
Well, Savoldi's being distracted on the other side of the ring by Arnold Solon.
And I tell you, if Backlund ever unloads on the fat neck creep, he won't be around anymore.
All right, Backlund trying to turn it around now. A couple of shots to the face of Snuka. There's a third one.
He's got angle shots.
Shoulder block, and down goes Snuka. Backlund trying to get the feeling back.
Bad
Oh,
move,
he
bad
takes
move.
a chop. Right across the throat. Down goes Backlund. Snuka is circling him. Looking a little bit demented. A little bit. Shot to the throat again.
Right to the throat.
Savoldi. All right, the chant goes up for Superfly on Backlund. Oh, side headlock. Backlund shoves him into the ropes. And there's a shoulder block. Down goes Backlund. And a back body drop, and down he goes.
Boy, he went 6 feet that time.
A drop kick, and down goes. I don't know where Backlund got the energy for that one, man.
Oh, he smacked him in the next week.
But Backlund, it didn't have much going. He exceeded himself. Backlund. Oh!
Body slam.
Body slam for sure.
Oh, no. Boy, he went for the gusto, and he fought it.
Captain Lou was taking gas at that one.
I beat Snuka for the Northwest Heavyweight Championship, and I only had 9 months in the business. Can you imagine that? That Don Owen made his top money maker was a kid who didn't even have 1 year of experience in the business.
So he saw the potential in you, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, he got cold feet the night Jimmy was supposed to drop the strap to me.
Right.
And Jimmy was the one. He said, no, bro. He said, I'm dropping the title to the kid today, because Jimmy knew. Jimmy was a businessman, and he knew he could make more money trying to get the title from me than he could having it. So Jimmy made the call really Snuka. He said, I'm dropping the strap to the kid tonight. So it shows you what a businessman Jimmy was. He didn't care about the tight belts. He cared about the wallet.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
What are your memories of working with Jimmy?
Phenomenal. He is one of the most phenomenal athletes in anything that I've ever seen. I remember one time I was supposed to beat him by backdropping him over the top rope, and he said, make sure, bro, give me a big boost. Well, as I boosted him, I spun around because I had to watch it. He never touched a rope. Went all the way over the top, and it was in Salem, and there was a drop. I would say he came down from at least 12 feet to the floor. He was unbelievable.
Never worked with Bob Backlund.
Bob, fellow Minnesotan, Princeton, Minnesota. I had no complaints over Bob. Bob kept himself in phenomenal condition. Bob was made the champion so Vince could spite Bruno, if you know that history.
Right.
And I always wondered how they could make Howdy Doody a champion. But Bob worked hard, don't get me wrong. Bob was a solid wrestler, he just wasn't flashy. And for me, it was a little mundane and boring, but maybe that's what you need out of a babyface. He did well.
A lot of the guys that we've done interviews with said that Bob was really paranoid as champion. Did you get that impression that he was paranoid at all to work with?
No.
No.
No. I never had that impression at all.
They bring their body up from the mat. Here goes both of them. He gets the rope. Backlund in there. Oh, tripped again. Down he goes. And now he's upset. He wants a hunk of Lou.
He's going after Albano now. Albano. Oh, he left himself open to Jimmy.
I'll tell you, Captain Lou is really a distraction. They're going at it.
Bob loves the slugging match. He loves it.
A headbutt.
Knocked himself out. You cannot headbutt Snuka. Snuka's got a head of concrete.
He really does, man. You don't want to headbutt that guy. Backlund takes a smash to the head. He smashes back. Snuka wants to give him a heavier blow. Here comes Backlund. Woo! Slug City, fans. Slug City. Chokehold by Snuka on Backlund. Got a count here. Savoldi trying to break that up. Now both of them are choking.
Oh!
Holding is thrown down.
That's the end of the match now. He's going to call it now. That's it. No, he didn't. I thought he would.
All right, Snuka goes down.
One more time like that, they're going to call it.
Driver.
Pile driver.
Oh, man. 1. A count of 2. A count of 3. 4. 5. A count of 5.
What a match.
Well, Snuka's been looking for this for a long time. He wanted a hunk of Backlund. He's got him tonight. Backlund coming back at him. Both on their knees and smashing back and forth.
He's got Snuka a little bit on Weird Street. Who's going to get the move?
Backlund is wobbly. Snuka trying to get it going with him. Whoa!
Well,
Oh!
2.5.
2.5 is right. Oh, so close, man.
Into the buckle. Reversal.
Oh! Backlund trying to do it to him. The submission hold.
Albano's trying to creep in and interfere with the match. Here he comes.
Here comes Scullen. Here comes Scullen.
It's going to be a war. He did it. Arnold gets Lou Albano. I told you he'd get him. Arnold's going to get him. Arnold's waffling him.
Oh, man.
Arnold's unloads on him. They're going to bump their heads.
Oh! And the demons came in. The two demons from the next.
Now it's a war.
Here comes Balloon. Oh, my God.
Everybody's in. Arnold Scullen's gone berserk.
Woo! It's like the over-the-top match, man. Oh. Captain Lou. Look at this, man. I mean anything. Look at it.
I don't even know how to describe this.
I'm not even going to try.
They're holding Backlund back. I have never seen Arnold Scullen lose his temper like that, ever.
Even Cuomo is trying to hold Backlund. He's trying to talk to him, pull him out. Backlund just crazy. Even the demons are trying to help out to keep on him. All right. Simone says that's it. That's it. No contest. That's it.
Want to have some exciting wrestling, my wrestling fans? Again, this is Willie J, encouraging you to follow in our next series of episodes of the Glory Days of Pro Wrestling, as I present only the very best of classic wrestlers from the 70s and the early 80s. Okay, until next time, this is Willie J signing off. See ya at the matches.
Trading blows now, blow for blow. Orndorff down with the upper hand. Whoa, big uppercut. And another.
You know the price is going to cost him to beat on our body?